Hey everyone, this is Carla Jenkins, and welcome to an all new episode. And in this episode of Project Management Mondays Live, I'm going to be discussing how to become a project management professional, or PMP for short. What you're seeing on the screen is the actual overview of the PMP certification eligibility requirements. I'm going to delve deeper into them. For all of the people who are new, welcome. I am a certified project management professional with over 10 years of experience as the hostess of Project Management Professional Live. And I'm going to use this episode towards, dispelling the rumors and the myths about the project management professional certification. So a lot of people want to know how to get the PMP. One, pass the exam. But how do you pass the exam? You have to be eligible. So as you can see on the screen, you have the educational background, project management experience, and project management education in the columns and in the rows. The first one is going to be secondary education, which is, high school diploma, anything under a 4-year bachelor's degree. You have to have 5 years, 60 months unique, non-overlapping project management professional experience, at least 7,500 hours. And if you have a bachelor degree, you need a minimum of 3 non-overlapping, at least 4,500 hours. What I will say from my experience is the majority of project management professional do have a degree. Actually, they have a advanced degree. I have a master's of business administration degree as well as project management professional. I would also recommend that you go on LinkedIn and you type in PMP, and you will see a lot of the recipients with advanced degrees, so masters, PhDs, but it's not like a junior level. The PMP is the gold standard of project management, so that you're going to have a more seasoned person with this. There is a junior level certification called the Certified Associate and Project Manager, and that requires less. You can also go to the project management, body of knowledge and of the Project Management Institute, PMI.org, and you would be able to see the CAPM. That's what we call it. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background on that. When it comes to education, it says 35 contact hours of formal education. So that could be anything. That can be online, offline. The key phrase here is registered education provider. And you can go on the Project Management Institute at pmi.org, and you can check out, check out how, which people are qualified to take it. And I always want to take you to that for the simple fact that too many times people are putting PMP in project management, and I don't want you to get scammed. So go directly to registered education provider, REP, at pmi.org, and they have all of the ones that are approved. I do have a couple references. The first one is ed2go at ed2go, the number 2 go.com, as well as some Udemy courses. And that's because I don't want you, if you decide to become a project management professional, to be inundated and indebted in this process. And both ed2go as well as Udemy courses, they have very, affordable rates where you can get the credentials, get the 35 contact hours of formal education to be able to sit for the project management professional exam. Also, you can get, formal education comes from certified project managers. I'm one of them, and I'm in good standing. So that means that if I were to teach or do anything, you can say, well, I got it from Carla or Jenkins. She's project management professional certified. So when I was sitting for the exam, my course was taught by a certified project management instructor. So I got the credits I need. He got renewal credits to maintain his project management professional. But that's how that works. Next, I'm going to give you the definition of non-overlapping. So the project management body of knowledge definition of a project is something that's temporary with a unique result. That's what non-overlapping means. The definition of a program is something that's the interrelated projects or programs, but a program overlaps. And as a project management, all projects, they come to an end and they produce a unique result. So they don't go on and on and on. That means that you can have one project and two projects overlapping at the same time. I would also say that, say you have you were on a project for 3 years. If I were to put in the application, my recommendation would be do 3 1-year projects, and say it's 2016 project, 2017 project, 2018 project. Those are non-overlapping. So I believe that PMI would more likely receive it because they're not overlapping. I'm also going to give you example of work experience. So for me, I am an economist. The biggest thing is do not, under any certain circumstance, feel that you can't receive your project management professional certification simply because you don't have the title of project manager. That's also a reason why I'm doing this, how to become a PMP video, because I want you to be able to remove and dispel the myth that if you don't have the title of project manager or project in your title, that you cannot sit for the exam, you can't become a project manager. Most of my experience, from economist to program analyst, SAS administrator, most of my work was analytical and had analysts in it. I am a certified project management professional, though. So that's something that I wanted to also dispel the myth with, because I wanted you to be able to, if you want to go for this certification, don't let, oh, I'm not a project manager, get in the way of being able to sit for the PMP. So I'm also going to go to the 6th edition on project management body of knowledge. So I'm going to switch screens. Let's see. Here we go. Switch screens here. You see this? This is the project management body of knowledge. It is the guide which all project management professionals have to adhere to. This is table 1.4, and it's in the 6th edition, which is the most recent edition that we certified PMPs are using. The reason why I pulled this up here was because this is like the holy grail. This has every single project management process on it. And if you can understand this, your application and you passing the exam would be this is it. For me, when I was preparing my project management professional application, I was looking at what verbs would show up. So, schedule, cost, define, sequence, estimate, plan, develop. Those words: direct, monitor, perform, validate. I put those verbs in my application and it was approved. Furthermore, that is the one table that you have to understand, not just memorize. You have to understand the project integration. You have to understand how you're going from, 4.3 direct and managed project work to 4.4, or do you go to monitoring with perform integrated change control? You have to know how some of the project management processes are interlinked, how they go together. As you can see, the processing groups: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, controlling, and closing. You have to understand all of that. And as I mentioned, I'm a certified project management professional. If you need help in this area of either the application for consulting or helping you prepare for it, you can get in touch with me. At info@carlarjenkins.com or carlarjenkins.com/work or /contact. That's the information, I'll get in touch with you. But this is how you become a PMP. You have to understand all of the project management processes, how they interact. You won't use all of them as a certified project manager, but this is key towards your understanding the PMP, because this essentially is what the PMP is based on. So I'm going to do a recap of how to become a PMP. First, you got to pass the exam. How do you pass the exam? I'm going to go back here to the overview of the PMP certification qualifications to be eligible. If you have a high school diploma, you need 60 months or 5 years, 7,500 hours. Bachelor degree, 3 years, 4,500 hours. Non-overlapping means it's like a project. Project is temporary, producing a unique result. That means that it can't go on and on. There's a beginning and an end date. 35 contact hours of formal education. That means go on Project Management Institute, PMI.org. Type in register education providers. My recommendations would be to save money but have high quality education. Ed2Go, spelled ED, the number 2, GO.com. Some of the Udemy courses. You can also get in touch with me. I'm a certified project manager at info@carlarjenkins.com and carlarjenkins.com/contact. Remember, one of the big things about eligibility is you do not have to have project manager in the title. I received my project management professional as a program analyst. I received my certified associate and project manager as an economist. And I've had my PMP for over 5 years. It's doable. So I'm also going to transition to the one big table that you should know from the project management body of knowledge is table 1, 4 in the 6th edition. This is the project management table listing all of the project management processes. Don't just memorize it. Understand all of the processes, their interaction with each other, the 5 processing groups of initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, controlling, and closing. And for your application, my recommendation would be look at all the verbs that are on this page of develop, direct, monitor, perform, validate, plan, and estimate, budget, and implement some of those verbs into your application. I did that. That was one of the strategies I'm giving, and my application was approved by PMI. This is the table that you have to not just sit for not just pass the exam, but also, as I mentioned, I've been a PMP for over 5 years. This is something that I use and I reference because you have to know the interaction and the interlinking of them, when to use certain processes, when to not use them. So that's conclusion of this episode, how to become a project management professional. I do this show because I really want to help people. I hope that this dispels a lot of issues that you may have. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know what the application process is and how to go about it. This dispels a lot of the myths by using, the Project Management Institute handbook, as well as the project management body of knowledge. So my name is Carla Jenkins. I am a project management professional with over 10 years of experience in project management, over 5 years of that PMP. And you can get in touch with me, info@carlarjenkins.com, carlarjenkins.com/contact. You can use the contact form. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at carlarjenkins.com/YouTube channel. I also have all of the information in the bottom in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. So I would like to thank everyone for taking out the time to watch this video as well as the replay. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next live stream video.